Hello everyone, welcome for the session. Today we are going to deal with Grade 7 History, Chapter 1, Tracing Changes Through 1,000 Years. The last session we have seen context, new and old terminologies. In this session we are going to know historians and their sources. This is the agenda of today's session. We'll see the introduction, afterward source of history, changes in sources. At end of the session we will summarize whatever we are going to learn in this session. Shall we start? Yes. The first one is introduction part. Let us understand the heading in the introduction part. What is the topic, dears? Historians and their sources. Who are historians? People who study and write about the past are called historians. Who are historians? People who study and write about the past are called historians. And what do you mean by sources? Tools which we are using to know about the past are called sources. What do you mean by sources? Tools which we are using to know about the past are called sources. Now, through the next concept, we are going to learn how historians used these are all the tools to know about the past. Shall we move to the next concept? Yes, we'll move. The next one is sources of history. If I want to study thousands of years ago, I need some sources, right? What are all the sources? The sources are coins, inscriptions, architectures and textual records. We'll see about this one by one. The first one is coins. Coins are most important source to know about the past. It gives us more valuable information that other sources did not. The first one is dates. Dates mentioned on the coins indicates the time period of the ruler. Through the metal of the coin, we can get to know about the economic condition of the period too. The next one is inscriptions. It means anything that written on a hard surface are called inscriptions. Inscriptions are seen on walls, pillars, rocks, slabs and body of the temple, etc. The next one is architecture. The term architecture is used to describe buildings and physical structure of the place, style of the design, method of the architecture. Through that we can get to know about the past. And the next one is textual records. Textual records are written document. This is the major source to know about the past. Why? Because these were written purposefully to know about the past. So, historians used these are all the tools to know about the medieval period. Historians still they relied these are all the source to know about the past. As we know, historians used a different kind of sources to know about the past, depending upon two things. One is study of the period and nature of their investigation, which means duration and method. I hope you guys are clear about the concept. Shall we move to the next one? The next one is changes in sources. We'll move. The next concept is changes in sources. Sources used by historians in the medieval period, it's quite different from the one used in the ancient period. There are two main reasons for that. One is arrival of paper and then textual records are dramatically increased. We'll see about this elaborately. The first one is paper. Can you guys tell me when did paper arrive in India? Any guess? During the medieval period, paper arrived in India. Paper was used to write holy text, chronicle of the rulers and teaching and advices of saints, judicial records, petitions, tax records, etc. People used paper for various purposes in the medieval period. And then next one is textual records. Textual records are dramatically increased in this period. These slowly displaced other type of available sources. For example, manuscripts. I hope you guys studied about manuscripts in the 6th standard. Manuscripts are major source of information. Why? Because these are written documents. These were written purposefully to know about the past. Manuscripts either written in a palm leaves or bark of trees, which is called bridge. Manuscripts were collected by wealthy people, rulers and monasteries, temples, etc. These documents were kept in libraries as well as archives. Do you know what do you mean by archives? Archive is a place where the manuscripts and historical stuffs are stored. And sometimes people did not have manuscripts. There was no option to write. During the medieval period, after arrival of the paper, there was no printing press. So people started to copy manuscripts by hand. Those people who copied manuscripts by hand are called scribes. Can you tell me now who are scribes? People who copy manuscripts by hand are called scribes. Children, what we are learning now? We are learning what are the sources used by historians to know about the medieval period. At the same time, historians faced a lot of difficulties while using the sources to know about the medieval period. Let us see what are all the difficulties. The first one, it is not easy to understand. It is not easy to understand the text which is mentioned in the manuscripts. And the next one is, it is not easy to find out original text of the manuscripts. For example, if you are copying homework from your friend's notebook, suppose if you couldn't understand the handwriting, what you will do? You will guess and you will write whatever you understood. The same like that, scribes while copying manuscripts, if they couldn't understand the handwriting, they guessed and they written whatever they understood. So that time original text of the manuscript has changed. And the next one is, historians have to read n number of copies before concluding his report. And the next one is versions. Children, remember this, a guy called Ziauddin Barani. He was in 14th century. He was a chronicler. He wrote his first chronicle in 1356. After 2 years, he written his another version in 1358. Our guys didn't notice about that. In 1960 only, they found the latest version. And when they compared these two versions, these two are different from each other. These also will be happened while revising these sources. And what are all the things we have seen in this? It is not easy to understand the text which is mentioned in the manuscripts, and even the original text also will be changed while copying the manuscripts. And then historians have to read n number of copies before concluding the things. Even the versions also will be changed even though they are written by the same author. Are you getting, children? Shall we move to the summary session? We'll move. Okay, it's our time to conclude. Let us recall whatever we have seen in this session. Let's start. The first one is introduction, sources of history, and then changes in sources. Okay. In the introduction part, we learned the meaning of the topic, historians and their sources. Who are historians? What do you mean by sources? Under the next topic, source of history. Under this, we learned what all the sources used by historians to know about the past, depending upon two things. One is study of the period and nature of their investigation, which means duration and method. The next one is changes in sources. Under this concept, we learned what all the changes happen in the sources and what all the difficulties faced by historians while using the sources to know about the medieval period. I hope you guys understand the session. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you.